Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I'm now joined by one of the newest members of the Southeastern Louisiana Lions football team, quarterback Larry Cutbirth. I appreciate you taking some time to chat today. Larry, how's everything going?
Thank you for having me, man. Everything's going real well right now.
Oh, I'm sure. Congratulations, of course, on making the big decision to attend Southeastern Louisiana. And let's go ahead and get right to it. Coming out of high school, you decided to take the JUCO route and attend Citrus College in Glendora, California. Your first year there, you exploded onto the scene by completing 60% of your passes for over 2,400 yards, 27 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. Not to mention, you also ran for 300 yards and 11 more touchdowns. As a team, you guys went 8-3 and won the Beach Bowl. Entering that first year of yours at Citrus, did you have any idea that you would have the success that you had both individually and team-wise?
Yeah, I definitely knew I could come in. I knew Citrus had a great program, and I knew I could come in and definitely help them out and benefit from them. So, going 8-3 was expected, and our 3 losses where we had 2 losses to Mount Sac and RCC by 1 point. So, we planned to have a great season, and we did. So, it was everything I expected and more.
This past season probably didn't go the way you guys expected. You were able to throw for over 2,500 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. You ran for 6 more touchdowns, and as a team, the Citrus College Owls finished winless, 0-10. You guys did have a handful of close games, though, that were decided by 3-4 points, but just weren't able to pull away. Looking back at the team, what do you feel was the biggest problem or the drop-off from year 1 to year 2 at Citrus College?
We had a tough time pulling together some offensive linemen, and we struggled because we didn't have really enough guys, and we had to move some guys around. So, we were still in within every game within 7 points. So, the ball just really didn't turn our favor. We actually went 3-7, but we had played an ineligible player, so that's which made us 0-10. We were still playing with the top guns, RCC, and we lost to those teams by 6 points to RCC, and they went on to win it all. So, we were right there competing, and that's all you could really hope for is just get on a team that can compete, and that's all I do is just compete. So, a couple things that go our favor, but I want to take it back for anything. It's a great learning experience, and those guys, I'll go to battle with them any day.
Right on. Well, just a few weeks ago, Larry, you decided that you would move on up to the FCS level and attend Southeastern Louisiana University to play for the Lions football team. Can you just take us through that process? What other schools were interested in you, and how did Southeastern Louisiana win you over?
Well, originally I was supposed to graduate in December, and my JUCO is actually on the quarter system, so I had a lot of interest from a lot of D1s, but I couldn't get in there in January. So I'm just graduating now in mid-February, and Southeastern was willing to get me in term 2 so I can actually join. I start class March 15th, so, that played a huge role, and the coaches did an amazing job recruiting me, man, and Coach Roberts, he let me know that this team was ready to win a national championship. They just need to add a couple pieces, and, I was excited to hop on board, and, he really just stressed being able to graduate with the ring on your finger, and, that was something I want to be a part of, and, everything went real well.
All right, so you mentioned that you start classes in less than a month. Now, I know it hasn't even been a month since you've decided to go to Southeastern, but do you have any idea what your role will be for this upcoming season? I mean, do you have any idea if you'll be able to compete for the starting job?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coach already told me, I'm going to have a chance to compete, and, that's something I'm really looking forward to. And anywhere you go, you're going to have to compete. So, yeah, I'm looking to get in there, compete, and battle for a spot. And, you know, I'm just trying to take everything one day at a time and just try to stay hungry and stay humble, man. That's my motto.
There's a hot name coming out of Southeastern Louisiana, and that's fellow quarterback Brian Bennett, who participated in the Senior Bowl and is in Indianapolis right now for the NFL Combine. Sounds like he'll be hearing his name called at some point in the NFL draft here in just a couple of months. Seeing the success that Bennett had at Southeastern Louisiana, did that have any impact on your decision to go there as a fellow quarterback?
Oh, yes, very much so. What Bennett was able to do there was remarkable, and just the way he ran that offense, you know, that's something I want to be a part of. And he, like I said, he's really paved the way. So what he's done here has really intrigued me to Southeastern, and, you know, I want to follow in his footsteps.
Absolutely. Chris Shanafelt talking with Southeastern Louisiana Lions' newest quarterback, formerly of Citrus College, Larry Cutbirth. And Larry, I mean, obviously you have great size, 6'5", 215 pounds. I got to say I was impressed with what I've seen on your highlight tape that you put together. I mean, the first play there is a 50-yard bound thrown perfectly right into the receiver's hands in the end zone. I'm curious, what do you feel is your biggest strength as a quarterback? I mean, what separates you from others?
I just really like to work hard, man. You know, I don't like to put any attributes on myself. I just know that I'll outwork anybody. And, you know, I don't like to say I'm good at this or bad at that. I just, you know, I'm just going to work hard and work my tail off and, you know, let the pieces fall where they may.
Well, I know that we're a few months into the off season. Is there anything that you've been trying to improve on over the last few months?
You know, I've just been in the film room studying last year's film and trying to recognize defenses, you know, a little better and just working out, you know, trying to keep everything nice and strong and work on my balance and just get an off-season workout, things like that.
I mentioned Brian Bennett, who's getting ready for the NFL draft. Now, I know that you still have a lot of time, and I'm sure you're focused on the now, and that's to play for the Southeastern Louisiana Lions. But have you ever thought about playing in the NFL? Is that the ultimate goal?
Yes, exactly. That is the ultimate goal. And, you know, Brian Bennett, what he did there was remarkable, and he's really paved the way for people like me. So, yeah, the NFL is definitely within reach, especially with Bennett, you know, setting the bar and the standard so high. He's really getting Southeastern's name out there, and, you know, I think that's going to help me in the long run.
Just a few more questions for you, Larry, then I'll let you go. I really do appreciate your time. Can you just tell us what kind of guy Southeastern Louisiana is getting? I mean, what kind of teammate are the Lions getting in quarterback Larry Cutbirth out of Citrus College?
Man, he's just going to have a great leader, somebody that's going to work their tail off every day. You know, they know what they're going to get from me. You know, I just, you know, that's what I do. I just try to take everything one day at a time, and, you know, I have a lot of people keeping an eye on me, and I have a lot of family that's going to support me. So, you know, this whole process is easy for me, and I'm gonna just try to get up there and become the best leader I can, and do everything within my ability to go win us a national championship here at Southeastern.
Well, you mentioned classes start just next month. Any idea when spring ball begins?
I think spring ball starts in a couple weeks here, so that's why I'm trying to get up there a little early and, you know, work everything out so I can be ready for spring ball when it comes.
Well, you certainly sound like you're ready for this season to begin. Spring ball is right around the corner. I'm just wondering, is it too early to ask you what your expectations are for this season?
Well, man, me and Roberts, we talked, and he already said that he wants a national championship, and, you know, I'm not going to compete for anything less, you know. So, you know, first things first, we got to take it one game at a time, but, you know, we definitely want the conference title. We want it back-to-back years. We want to do that, definitely. And talking with Roberts, his goal is the national title. So, you know, that's his goal, and that's definitely my goal. So, you know, he thinks we could compete for it. So, you know, that's the number one goal. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I just want to take it one day at a time. And our first game is Northwestern, so, you know, that's going to be a huge one for us.
Oh, absolutely. Well, hey, I don't think anybody really expected Illinois State to make it down to the FCS National Championship game. Of course, NDSU is losing a whole bunch of pieces. You guys certainly have enough of what it takes, and I got to say I'm really excited to see what Larry Cutbirth does for Southeastern Louisiana. Once again, Larry, I really do appreciate you taking some time to chat this afternoon. Definitely a pleasure speaking with you. Hopefully we can keep in touch. Congratulations on the decision. Do you have anything else for us before I let you go?
Nah, nothing, man. I just want to thank you for having me, and I appreciate it.
All right, well, once again, thanks a lot, and take care, and best of luck this season, Larry.
Thank you very much, man.